I'm not here to sugarcoat nothing. I grew up in Milwaukee, in the hood, where making it out was never promised. I've been through betrayal, pain, and times where I almost lost everything, including my life. But I'm still here. I'm still standing. This channel is about real stories, raw lessons, and surviving what most people don't even talk about. If you from the struggle or even want the truth, you in the right place. This is my story, and it's just getting started. All right, YouTube. What's going on, man? I appreciate y'all, man. Please comment, like, subscribe to the channel, man. Let's get it going on real quick. I'm just going to be a short one. Going to be quick. Going to be easy. Let's get it going. Part 2, man. Part 2. Oh, my God. BJ. Unaliving a female, man. So I'm over there and he's like, yeah, man. I said, so what happened, man? Where is she? Where is she? Man, he said, man, look, man, Lil Dog, man. When I get, Big Dog say he wasn't there. He say when he get there, Fat and BJ end up having the, man, she rest in peace. The lady wrapped up in a carpet. So they had her wrapped up in carpet, and when he got there, he told them to wait. Tonight, that's what they was doing. When I came, they was getting ready to take the lady out. And I said, so y'all wrapped her up in carpet, what y'all do? They wrapped her up in the carpet, and I know, I don't want to talk on the dead, so that's why I'm not saying names and I'm not saying things like that. And I definitely want to say that, I am not a condoner of violence, unaliving nobody. I do not condone violence whatsoever, period. This is just a story to show, to give a lesson to people that probably need it, and to help other people see their ways before something drastically happens that can take them away from their family or take somebody else away from their family for the rest of their lives. Now, with that being said, so they didn't wrap the lady up in the carpet, took the lady down the alley, because you can go out the back. This is where you go and knock at. And now, the crazy part is that where the house is a corner house. The house is right on the corner. So if you coming out the alley, so if you come out the back door, you still on the street right there. And the back, it's just like open, man. So they take the carpet, they walk the carpet down, all the way down the block. So they walk it almost to where the apartment building that we're at, but on the other side, the other alley across the street. And they throw the lady in the big green dumpsters. Crazy. So this what he tell me. I'm like, no, man, no. Yeah, so so after he tell me that, I'm like, man, you crazy as heck, man. So, he like, yeah, so people just looking at him like, Lil Dog just lost his mind. Like, why you had to do that, dog? He's like, man, I told y'all, man. I told y'all I'm going to catch me one. Man, it wasn't like that. I just, I wasn't trying to do it. He tried to make an excuse, everything, but looking at him and saying that was just stupid. You put this right here is a spot. Put the spot in jeopardy. You put everything in jeopardy for you to try to get a name for yourself. That's what it was all about. Him trying to get a name for herself. I'm like, bro, you need to do something. I'm like, man, you needed to talk to somebody about it. If you was feeling that bad, bro, you could have talked to somebody. I don't know what's going on with you. And you know, the dude that he actually was working for was like his dad, Big Dog. So Big Dog, like, man, you know, man, I got on his ass, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, Lil Dog, no, you know what I'm saying? It just, you know, is what it is. So I'm like, yeah, it is what it is. So, you know, after that, you know, it's like ain't nothing happened. We don't nobody talk about it, you know, ain't nothing ever happened. You know, ain't nothing happened. So like a week, 2 weeks go past, 3 weeks go past, you know what I'm saying? And then you see the police in that alley deep one day. I'm walking past, going to the apartment buildings down there, and I see the police deep, just circling through the alley, looking in the trash, been looking around it everywhere. Boom, so I know what it is. Okay, yeah, like I said, they was walking in the alley, man, and they get to walking down the alley. You see them walk straight down the alley like they following something all the way up to the spot. So I'm thinking, I'm like, oh, they at the spot, they got drugs in there, everything up in there. So, you know, I don't know what's going on. So now you see the police, you know, talking to everybody, talking to them, what have you. You know what I'm saying? Doing the investigation, talking to a lot of the people. You end up seeing Big Dog, BJ, and Fat come out in handcuffs. Now, I don't know what's going on. I'm like, I don't know why they bringing them out in handcuffs. You know, I don't know if somebody didn't told on something or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of that going on. That's another thing, y'all. You know, you got to be careful. But, so they gone, take them down. About a couple of days later, Big get out. You know what I'm saying? So when he get out, I see him as I'm walking down to the apartment building. I see Big. I'm like, oh, so you out? He's like, yeah, man. Hey, yeah, Fat and BJ though, they gone, man. They gone. I'm like, what happened? He like, you know, Fat end up telling the police about everything that happened that day. I'm like, oh, so he told on Lil Dog. He's like, yeah, so, and at this time, dude, BJ was 13 and a half, so I think his birthday was coming up soon, so he's about to turn 14. So I'm like, yeah, so, yeah, Fatty ended up telling, and later on, down the line, BJ ended up getting 25 years. Fat ended up getting 5 years in a juvenile, 2 years in a juvenile facility, and then he was able to get out. Yeah, BJ out right now, but yeah, man, that the whole moral of the story was to say, man, that the lessons that you can learn from that story, man, is, you know, anytime your fellow person is talking to you, friend, relative, anybody, and saying things that don't make sense to you or you think is just, you want to look over because you don't think that these are the kind of people, we got to stop looking at our own emotions and start looking at other people and consider their feelings and be able to be talked to and be able to talk to people. So when you're dealing with other people and they coming to you and they're opening up, start listening. And another thing, vice versa, the people that really need help, you know, you really need to start talking to the people. I know you be calling out for help and things like that, but you really need to start reaching out, just talking to the people that's closest to you, man, just to get that off before you can end up in a situation like that. And the people that are committing crimes, lesson learned, friends or not, BJ grew up with Fat like this. You know what I'm saying? They both ain't had no places. They like brothers. You know what I'm saying? Because Big raised both of them. So at the end of the day, anybody gonna tell on you, man. Do your crimes by yourself or don't do no crimes at all. Peace. Subscribe, follow, comment. We want to get these subs up. Let's go. Oh, before I go, if you want to know how did they find them, they followed the carpet that they dragged the lady to the dumpster in. They followed the traces of the carpet all the way to the door of the spot. That's how they found out who actually was involved in it and things like that. At least they found out where the lady actually passed away at. All right, subscribe, like, comment, and peace.